Hello guys, welcome back. In today's video, we will write our very first Java program. Later, we'll understand what is a command line and how to use command line arguments. So, without wasting time, let's get started. Now, let us create our very first Java program. So, if you are on Windows, you need to open up Notepad, and if you are using Mac, you need to open up any of the third-party text editors like Atom, Brackets, or Sublime Text. So, I've already installed Atom onto my system. So, I'll open up Atom, click on New File, and then I'll start writing my Java program. I'll write class my class, and within that I'll write my main method. So that is public static void main, which has string args. Okay, after that I'll write my print statement. So it is system.out.println, and I'll type my message which I want to print on the screen. So I'll write hello world, and I click on file, then I'll click save, and I'll name the file as file.java, and I hit on save. Right now I've already created my program, so let us see if it is working or not. So on Windows you need to open up command prompt, and on Mac open up your terminal, and you need to go to your directory where you have saved the file. So I'll go to desktop/java folder, and here I'll type javac file.java, and now I'll type java space my class, and yes, you can see this hello world message which we have successfully displayed onto our console. So we have successfully built our very first Java program. Now let us understand what is a command line. So command line is nothing but a text interface that can be navigated by typing in a command, right? So we have used CD to navigate from desktop to Java. Then below that we have used Java C command to compile our Java program. And further we have used Java command to execute our Java program. So these are nothing but the commands, right? So what's the difference between a GUI and a command line is, in GUI you work with the mouse clicks, right? You click on the desktop folder and you're inside the desktop folder. Again, if you're clicking on this Java folder, then you can navigate inside the Java folder. But if you're using command line, you need to exactly type in all the desktop path to navigate. So basically this is the difference between a command line and a GUI. All right, so now let us move on to the command line arguments. Now let us understand command line argument with an example. So I have opened this Gmail login page, and I have to enter my valid email or my phone number, and I click on next. I'll be prompted for my password, and if I enter my correct password, I'll be logged in onto my email account. But what if you don't have such kind of GUI to work with, right? You enter your information like your email, your password. It is possible that you might be working with some systems wherein you don't have access to the GUI. Like you'll be working on some Linux servers where you don't have, GUI. In that case, we use command line arguments. So basically what are command line arguments? So command line arguments are arguments or values which are passed on to the application using command line. Like suppose if you have some Java application like my class, and I've passed this value, so I want to utilize this. These are nothing but the command line arguments, right? These are actual values which are passed on to the application, and while executing we will process this input, and will based on a act upon it, right? So we'll build an application and we'll see how this works. But basically in short, we can say command line arguments are nothing but arguments which are passed on to the application using command lines, right? So these are nothing but the arguments or values which are utilized by the application. So we'll build one command line argument program and see how it works. All right. Now let us build our very first command line program, right? So we'll call this class CMD, and CMD is short for command line, and we'll have this public static void main method, right? And in that we have this string args, right? We have seen from the previous program that we write it in a way, and then we'll print out system.out.println, right? And we ended with a semicolon. Here you notice, we'll like type hello, and instead of outputting world, what will output as your name, right? So we'll write this as args 0. Don't worry about it right now, we'll understand this later on. But for now, just understand that using this program we can output the value which is passed from our command line, and we'll see that in a while, right? And we'll save this as a Java file, and we'll call this file2.java, right? And we'll save. Now let us run our command line program. So open up terminal and navigate to the folder where you have saved your file. So desktop/java. Now I'll compile the Java program. So I'll type java c file2.java. All right. Now this is the main step where we will actually pass our command line argument. So we will type java cmd and Gaurav. If our program is correct, and it should print hello Gaurav. So let us hit enter. And yes, we have successfully implemented our command line argument program. Alright, so that is it from today's video, and hope you like this video. If you are a complete beginner, you might find it very difficult to understand it initially. It all happened with all of us. You do not worry about that. What you can do is, you can try to work around with the things, like maybe instead of printing hello world, you can try to print something else. And also in command line argument program, you can try to print, instead of just single name, you can try to print your full name, and how what are things we need to modify. So unless and until you're working it out on things, you won't be able to understand programming. So that is it, and if you have any problem, you can definitely comment below, and I'll be happy to help you out. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, and see you until next time.